What's up, everybody? My name is Luke Diamond. Welcome to the first ever HSM podcast. We're so glad you could join us here. My fellow co-anglers, yes, because we're fishing, are laughing at me because this is very funny. We're so glad you're joining us here on the HSM podcast. Today's title is Cereal Soup, and I haven't figured out why yet, so we're going to talk about that. So I'm going to pass it on. You guys just introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Kobe. I am here. You are there.
I'm Ryvan, and I come through this little box, and I just talk to people, like, all over. So, you're one of them.
Hey guys, you may have seen me on Wheel of Fortune, maybe America's Most Wanted. I'm Isaac Verschauer. Our first segment today is we're going to talk about some questions that got sent out to various members of our youth group. The first question that we have an answer for is, how would you take over the world? And please be detailed. So Zach Gazda, I'm going to read his answer. Zach Gazda says, without superpowers, I'd become an astronaut and go up to the ISS, International Space Station, cause an international incident, starting a new world war. But as I was training to be an astronaut, I was developing a new chemical weapon. So I get rich off selling it to all parties during the war. After the war is over, all the countries are super depleted of resources, and I have all the money. So I fund their recovery, but only to those who allow me control over their country. I would be a good ruler after that. Every citizen of mine would have a good life and would have all the necessary things to live well. If I had superpowers, I would do the same thing with less steps.
I think I'm a little concerned.
Me
And
too.
the fact that he's a volunteer leader, I think I need to have a conversation with him about that.
It's a very thought out answer.
Yeah.
He's thought about it before.
He sat around for a while thinking about that one.
Well, it took him overnight to send the response to me. So.
Yeah, that's probably how long he sat around thinking about what he was going to do.
I thought we were going to leave these anonymous.
No.
It's okay because Zach is Zach.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I agree.
Now, Zach's idea is very, very smart. I'm just
And
going to
kind
leave
of
it at
terrifying.
that. Yeah,
it's
because
really
if I say any more, then I look bad. So we're just going to say it's really great and leave it at that.
Zach's going to come attack all of us.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, Kobe, you want to do yours?
All right. So, my feed's about to cut out for a minute, but my question is cereal a soup? Why or why not? Evan Dahl said, no, it is served cold, and it is a breakfast food. Another member of our Guys Life group said, if eaten in the dessert context, an argument could be made that it falls under the dessert soup category. However, the cereal, as such, does not fall into any traditional French categories of soup established in the 1700s, the main ones being thick and clear soups. Milk is neither
Richard.
or consomme. Nor does it have added thickening agent.
I have to interject and ask just a question to each of you. What is a dessert soup category? What falls into dessert soup category?
Pudding.
Is this like when you get to the end of your ice cream and you're like, no, I'm just gonna stir it until it's really soupy?
No, it's like Jello and pudding and stuff.
Pudding. It's just pudding.
Is that a real category? Am I just hearing about this for the first time in my life?
This should not be a real category, and I
Dessert
don't think it
soup?
is.
I think it is.
I want to know what a thickening agent is.
Like cornstarch.
Okay.
Gelatin.
Kobe, did you have more for that one, or is that all the answers?
I think we had a little bit more.
Let's hear it.
Well,
Beautiful.
the next turned into a bit of a discussion over cold soup, and basically if cold soup is actual soup, but there is such thing as cold soup, which is weird and stupid.
What would be a cold soup?
I don't know. I just found that someone just told me that there is cold soup, and I was like,
It's called leftovers.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and interject my thought here. Cereal is soup. Now let me read the definition.
Wrong.
Let me read the definition. Just let me read the definition.
That is wrong.
A liquid dish typically made of boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., in stock or water. So the majority of milk that we buy from the store is water. Okay, so it's the majority of it is water. And if soup gets cold, is it still soup?
Yeah, because it was made
Yeah.
by first boiling the water. You don't boil the milk ever in the process.
No, and
Actually,
also,
Pause. Milk is very much boiled before you buy it in the store to burn off all the germs that come in the milk from the cow. So originally the milk was boiled and then it was refrigerated, so it became cold. Just like if you made a pot of chicken noodle soup and then put it in the fridge and then ate it later.
Yeah,
but
it
you're
wasn't.
not putting meat or fish or vegetables or anything in your cereal in the morning. You walk upstairs, you're like, I'm gonna pour me a bowl of Apple Jacks. I'm gonna throw in some of that corned beef and potatoes and carrots, and that's my
soup.
breakfast. Soup.
Soup.
In
By your
milk.
definition, literally just like boiled water is soup.
Yes. Every time I
Well,
make
you
top
still have
ramen,
to-
I'm making a soup before my top ramen.
You'd still have to add thickening agents, though.
Okay, no. Let me just read the definition one more time. It
Thickening
says
agents.
a liquid dish, comma, typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., in stock or water. So the definition of soup is a liquid dish, and then it commas and says typically made of. So any liquid dish would technically be soup by definition.
But what makes it a dish? Because like, would a bowl of water?
Seriously.
I don't think a
milk
bowl of
count
water
as stock?
qualifies.
Does
Let's just
milk
take
count
a
as
vote.
stock?
Take a vote. Is cereal soup? Yes.
Yes.
No,
Very good.
it is
All
not a soup.
All opposed?
Cereal is cereal. That's
All
what it is.
opposed?
It's its own category.
All right. We have officially decided that cereal is soup. Moving on. Next question.
Oh, is it mine?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so my question was, what would you rather be doing than being in quarantine? And my answers were number 1, anything. Number 2, anything. Number 3, anything. And number 4, literally anything. Thoughts?
Was that from
I
4
agree.
different people?
No, it's one person.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I agree.
I'm down.
I mean, no. Anything? Come on, fellas. You'd rather be doing anything than being quarantined.
yes, I would rather go to school than
I would
be in
rather be
quarantine.
doing like most things,
Would
not
you-
anything.
Would you rather walk across a bed of nails than be in
Yes.
quarantine?
Yes.
Are the nails face down?
No, you're walking across pointy nails.
But like, which side of the nail?
The side that would puncture your foot.
Okay, no.
Yes, I would. Because I wouldn't be bored doing it.
Whoever
Why?
answered
Why
this
not?
said literally anything.
Yeah, literally anything.
I can't get on board with that.
I would
can.
rather be eating
I
cereal
can't either.
soup.
I would-
My new thing for quarantine is gonna make cereal, but with chicken stock and beef
Yeah.
and
Notch.
corn.
Notch.
No!
Oh!
Dang it! Oh gosh! I'll send you the video, okay?
Canned
Yes.
chicken and milk boiled, and then pour in some like Cheerios.
No, we're
Just
not
don't-
that far.
Just don't boil it too long because the milk will start to curd.
Yeah, and then we'll
boil
get
it that
cheese.
long. You want cheese soup?
Hey, you got 24 hours, Ryben. So
Okay.
All right, so
what?
I gotta
if you send
add in my thoughts to this question.
Okay,
too.
yeah.
So I'm doing great. Quarantine is awesome because I don't have to go outside. I don't have to talk to people. I just get to sit inside all day and play video games, and that sounds pretty a-okay. I don't get to see a lot of friends. That's a bummer, but I don't have to do anything. So I mean, that's pretty great.
It's like an introvert's dream.
Exactly.
So,
This is an
Kobe,
introvert's dream.
are you an introvert?
Yes.
Are you a dream?
Have you ever had a dream that when you when you dream that you could do anything?
Luke, stop making fun of me like that, okay? Stop
All right.
funny.
I think we're on to our next question, which would be mine.
Yeah.
All right. So the question that was sent out to you beautiful people was, what is the worst way to get rejected? And I'm assuming that this is from a significant other or someone that you
Yeah.
are attracted to, and you're asking Yeah. So let's read some of your answers. We got a lot of answers from this one. The first one just said, IDK, if they laughed at you, or some, SUM. And I'm guessing that means something. But they
Probably.
said, laugh at you or some. So that would suck.
I have an
Someone just,
interjection.
yes, interject, sir.
I would like to clarify what laugh at you or some means. It means
Okay.
they either laugh at you or they start doing addition.
I agree with
Yes.
Isaac.
They
I
start
agree with
doing
Isaac.
math. That would be the worst way to get rejected. They laugh at you and then they just start doing math.
2 + 2 is 4.
1 is 3 quick maths.
Everyday man's on the block. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So the next answer to what's the worst way to get rejected, just straight up, they said, call you ugly.
I had that
So,
happen to me. It
like
was my
this.
mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, do you want to be my mom? And she's like, no, you're ugly. Go away.
Yep.
Like,
Those are the
okay.
worst way. So one that is definitely more Gen Z and relevant is to ghost them. I think that would be pretty bad, especially if you are on red. So like if you have an iPhone and they leave you on red and then you get ghosted, that'd
They
probably
have
be
that on
pretty bad.
Android now.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. It's Android to Android. So now you can leave people on red on Android.
Wow. It only took them 7 years.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So then the next person says, you ask them out and then they block you right after.
Dude,
So you've been blocked. You're done for.
you're cooked.
The next reply is if they rejected you over text. So I'm assuming then that the person didn't ask over text. I'm assuming they asked in person, that person ran away and then texted them and said, you've been rejected. Because I would imagine that person wouldn't have texted them if they said that rejecting would have been the worst over text, right?
Just straight up, you've been rejected.
That's all
been
you get.
Very, very formal. It's very polite, right?
Excuse me, good sir, but no. And then that's it. That's the whole text.
The next answer is if a friend did it for them. So like if the person didn't even have the know-abouts to reject you for themselves. So they asked one of their friends to reject you. How would that feel?
That would feel pretty bad.
Yeah, that would kind of suck.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
But at the
cheat.
same time, it just means that they didn't have the guts to do it themselves. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's not a win in your book at all.
double fudge, Angela.
Double.
The sad thing is, it's so true.
All right. So the last one was the most in-depth answer. But here's what we got. Maybe, period. Her like calling you really bad things and saying that you suck. I don't know. You didn't just ask someone out, right? Did you?
I think they were clarifying to the person who asked the question.
Yes,
that they didn't experience this.
I'm assuming that this person thought that this person had asked someone out.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
were just checking in on a friend like, you didn't just do that, did you?
I did just do that.
How'd it go?
You did. Tell us about it.
No.
Did they just straight up call you ugly? Just
No. It was more of the formal like text rejection. It was like,
good day, sir. I do hereby reject you. Send in your resignation promptly.
yeah, that was basically it.
Makes sense.
Very nice. All right, guys. So we're going to move on to our next segment. It does not have a name, but we did decide that cereal is soup. Ryben, sorry, you suck. If you guys have any ideas for segments for next week, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below. We'd love to have them. And if you want to be a guest on the show, also hit us up and we'll make that happen. You can join us for a nice Zoom podcast. All right, guys. So for our next segment, I'm just going to ask you some questions. And the first one is this. What is the most creative thing you've done since you've been in quarantine? All right. Well, they're thinking, so I'm just go ahead and explain something.
Yeah, you do
I haven't
that.
I haven't done this yet, but it's happening tonight. But by the time you
Doesn't
hear
count.
this, it's already gonna have happened. Yes. Think that through.
Big
Okay.
brain.
I didn't hear what you said.
So that's okay.
Open your
Yeah.
ears.
So tonight on Instagram, actually, no, we need more context. Okay, so in college, I went to Walmart and I
Oh,
bought
that's scary, dude.
I bought $5 miniature golf clubs. They're plastic. They're very nice. And in college, we would play around our main building mini golf. We would just design a hole and play it around the house or around the campus. And so I still have these mini golf clubs. Yes, I kept them from college. Yes, I brought them with me from Ohio, even though they only cost $5. Tonight, Olivia and I are going to go live on Instagram, and we're going to play miniature golf around the house, and we're going to have people like say who they think would win.
Luke, automatically Luke.
I agree. They're my clubs. I have way more experience. Olivia doesn't stand a chance. Sorry, honey.
You have to like.
She is death staring me right now. So,
dude, that's your wife. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to let people on Instagram tell you what needs to be a hole. Like they should be like, "Oh, you see that over there? That's your next hole." Like
land it next to Jesus.
I don't have a physical
I will let you
representation.
contemplate that. I will let you contemplate that statement.
Sure. All right,
Okay.
Isaac. What's the most creative thing you've done since you've been in quarantine?
I whittled.
What about the homemade flamethrower?
That's just brake cleaner.
Yeah, but it's a flamethrower.
I haven't done that during the Corona break though. Yeah, no, I took a piece of wood and I made it into a guitar. Like a little.
Is it close by?
No, it's not. But it is almost done. So,
Oh.
nice.
We're good. Well, I would love to see a picture of said guitar, and I might even throw it up on the screen right now. This is what Isaac whittled. It is beautiful. I haven't even seen it. I'm just guessing it is.
It's a beaut.
Isaac, what about, I think you started a YouTube channel maybe since we've been in quarantine?
Technically, I started that before quarantine. It's just taken me like 2 weeks to actually finish it. Yeah, go check that out. Link in the description.
Oh yeah, Huck to Flat.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Isaac,
right,
that's
Kobe.
a shameless plug.
All right, Kobe.
That's
what
not welcome
is
here.
the most creative thing you've done since being in quarantine?
I mean, I haven't
Cricket
been very
sound.
I haven't been very productive, so I mean, I guess reading an actual book is the most creative thing I've done.
What is a book?
Paper? I thought that was outlawed.
It's this thing with it's a bunch of pieces of paper with little ink symbols on it, and it supposedly makes a story.
Like an Instagram story?
Or like Snapchat story.
All right, Kobe. That's not very creative, but
I told you I haven't done anything creative.
But we have to know, what book did you read?
The
Bible.
dictionary.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
I did read part of the dictionary. It was not very fun.
Stop. What did you read?
I love reading the dictionary. What do you mean?
Guys, there's words in there. It's fun.
Kobe, what'd you read?
I read a Calvin and Hobbes comic book.
Not the Far
Nice.
Side?
Which one?
Graphic novels.
Which one? That's a
all of
comic
them.
book. It's not a graphic novel.
Weirdos
That's
from
the
another
same
planet.
thing.
Oh yeah, I have
You
the
should
one
read
on
The
the
Far
floor
Side.
over there.
Ryben,
Yeah.
what's the most creative thing you've done since being on quarantine?
Well, I have one and then one that someone else did because I'm not that creative. But my first one was, there's a creek by my house and I put some rocks in there and I stopped the water flow and all the tadpoles pulled up right where I put all the rocks and then I would just play with them.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, that's great, Ryben, for a fourth grader.
Yeah, dude, that's how bored I am. And then some friends of mine, they took their riding lawnmower and they disengaged the blade, so it was just like a car, and they put a ski rope on the back and then hooked it up to a skateboard and just drove it around.
So
Nice.
here's what I have to say is that somehow Ryben only lives just a few minutes outside of city limits, and that sounds like the most hick thing since I've been here. He stopped up the creek and played with the tadpoles, and then his friends took their riding lawnmower and took the blades off and basically made a winch for their skateboard.
Also,
Yeehaw!
I fixed the car in my garage too, so.
Ryben, I've seen you work on cars. Your dad fixed the car.
No. We had to rotate the tires again. This time I did 2 instead of 1.
I think they
Oh
do that
my
for
God.
free at Les Schwab.
Yeah, but I could do it for freer at my house.
Yeah, Les Schwab's
Doubt.
they're closed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, that is about all we got for this week on the HSM podcast. You heard it here first. Cereal is soup, and Ryben has reverted to a 7-year-old. So until next week, we'll see you guys then.
What do you mean
See ya.
reverted?
Oh, yeah.